Good afternoon, West Ham fans. Yep, just about afternoon. Russ, the West Ham Network. Hope you are all safe and well. West Ham kick off against Newcastle United at the London Stadium very, very shortly. I've already been at London Stadium and I've driven back to do this show. I haven't definitely done this show a couple of days before Sunday, and then I've got to go back. Otherwise, if I don't play bubbles, the team will be stuck in the tunnel. Actually, it might be a decent result for them. They can't concede anything. As always, we try and predict the starting 11 before the game. And I thought I'll get a bit of help in this time because, Christ, we need it when it comes to Nuno's team selection. So, although I've just noticed he's just disappeared. Oh, he's back. So let's bring in. And actually, before we talk about that, we want to talk about a really important event that's happening next Friday, or this Friday coming. Let's bring in Ian from the E13. How are we doing, mate?
I'm good, mate. You? Apart from recent results, I'm good.
Yeah, recent. How long's that recent? About the last 18 months?
Well, I'm a West Ham supporter, as you know, and my wife is a very proud Dagenham and Redbridge supporter. So we've done the maths, and we've watched 68 games of football in this calendar year between Dagenham and West Ham. And between them 68 games, we've seen a total of 7 wins between the two of us. So
10%.
We're still smiling. We're still joking about it, but yeah, it's a couple of wins wouldn't go amiss now between now and Christmas from both clubs, just to bring a bit more cheer.
Might help.
Oh dear, but
I know. Hey ho. Before we talk about the game and talk about the starting 11, or trying to predict the starting 11, we talk about obviously the Dylan evening next Friday, isn't it? Next Friday.
Yeah.
So just let people know. I'll put up the QR code and stuff as we're chatting along.
So next Friday, the 7th of November at Lumiere Cinema in Romford. The QR code actually on there isn't to book, it's about the charity. So if you wish to book, you've got to phone my number on the events page there.
Yeah.
And then we get people booked in. But obviously, we've been supporting 𝗘𝗪𝗘𝗡𝗧𝗦 for about 5 years now. We've raised them in excess of £155,000, which we're really proud about. After our golf day this year, Tracy decided to make myself a patron of the charity and a trustee as well, which was really nice. So it's obviously part of your responsibilities of an ambassador or a trustee or whatever you are associated to a charity to obviously try and help them, right? So we do them their golf day. Sadly, their boxing night, which was in November, has been cancelled, which makes up a lot of their yearly revenue stream. So with that in mind, we put the screening on. Obviously, a lot of people have seen the story of Dylan, which was on, I think, TNT Sports and Premier League TV, I think. But we always do a show of hands at the events to ask who has seen it and who hasn't seen it. I'm always very surprised by the amount of people that haven't seen it. So I thought this was a good opportunity. Lumiere Cinema is a charity itself. So it's a local charitable cinema in Romford. It's up near Asda's, next to Mecca Bingo. So so like plenty of parking there. We've got a 250-seater cinema. We've currently sold 175 tickets.
Wow.
It would be great for Tracy. It would be great for, if you've not seen it, it's very, very moving. If you know about his story, you know about the charity, for £10, pop along. There'll be, I'm sure, a few tickets left available on the door on the night, but it's always nice if people can pre-book. There's also a VIP meet and greet experience as well, slightly more expensive, £25. But our regular former players that support our golf day, a lot of those are coming to attend the evening. So we've got Alan Kirbyshire, Paul Konchesky, Marlon Harewood. We're waiting to see on Jimmy Walker. I think he's going to be there. Paul Brush, Jeff Pike, Tony Cottee. A lot of them are ambassadors.
Yeah.
They're going to attend it. 3 really good sponsors. Can't thank them enough, which is Next Generation, Highland Whiskey Clan, and David Mould, who is Horizon Holidays. So they've really dug deep because obviously we didn't hide anything that the charity have had a lot of their income taken away from them this year. No fault of anyone, but the person normally organises the boxing, just something has come up and he can't do it. It's one of those things. But if you're dependent on a certain amount of money and the charity doesn't raise millions. It's it's over the period of a year, it's thousands. Then if there's another event that we can get on to try and just help them a little bit. So we're hoping to raise them about £5,000 on the night with a little bit of. We've had some special T-shirts made. So if you can't attend, but you like to purchase one of them T-shirts, or some of the hats that they do, or the wristbands, it does really all help. And also you can have a good night. And the West Ham Academy are coming for a screening earlier on that day, and they're bringing every team from the under-9s to the under-18s, and all their parents and the coaches, which is great that Kenny Brown and the Academy are obviously very invested in the charity, that they're bringing all of those teams, those young kids who were like Dylan. I'm sure they see his picture at Chadwell Heath, and once they know the story of his career and his untimely passing, and everything that goes with that, it is just a great way to push the message home about his legacy, which is the charity and the work that Tracy does, and also the awareness to go and get yourself checked. And that is obviously the message we try to raise at all of our events and everything like that. So it's doubled up because it's a night that they weren't expecting. Again, if people haven't seen it, if you can come along, call my number, and it would be great to fill the cinema and raise as much money as we can on the night for the charity. And a huge thanks to everyone. Thanks to yourselves for helping us promote it as well. It was thrown together a bit late in the day, which doesn't help. And obviously, you get it with Christmas coming up and a lot of people's finances being tested this time of year. Anything will help, and it's going to be a great night, whatever happens. But it would be even better if we had a full cinema. It really would, and it would mean an awful lot to Tracy and the people from the charity.
Yeah, exactly. And so, as I said, if anyone wants to purchase tickets or get involved, contact Ian at E13 Events on X or Facebook, or all over the fucking place. And you are, you got to be nowadays, isn't you?
I ain't in any phone boxes yet in Romford. That's the main thing.
I know a man who can put some tickets up for you. But yeah, no. So yeah, contact Ian directly, and it'd be a great night. And as I said, lots of great, and that's amazing about the academy. Or the academy. That's really cool.
Yeah,
love that.
Yeah. I mean, it's great. We contacted Kenny Brown. Ken's been a great supporter of the charity, as of all the coaches down there. From Mark Phillips, Billy Lepine, all of those guys have been. They knew him. They knew him. They worked with him. They helped bring him up. They sadly were around when he passed. Which must have been awful for everyone connected with it. But when I spoke to Ken and I said, look, this cinema have been fantastic. They've given us the facilities absolutely free of charge, which is amazing to give us. No hesitation. West Ham publicised it on the website, which was good. I think it's in the programme. The last match, it may be in there for Sunday's game as well. But yeah, they didn't hesitate, and Kenny just literally sent a blanket email, and the entire academy will be present that day, including some parents as well, which I think's excellent from an educational point of view for them as well. And then later on, doing our good bit and raising some funds. So it really ticks a lot of boxes, and lots of people have not seen it. It's 55 minutes long. It's not 2 hours. And then obviously we've got a bit of a half-hour sort of meet and greet and pre-show and things like that. But it's very, very moving. It's very, very moving. You've seen it, Russ, haven't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It really, really hits home, doesn't it? And takes you back to that, that terrible day home to Crystal Palace when he passed the day before. Jim and Taylor, held his shirt up on the pitch. Just brings them memories back. There's a bit of coverage from the football match, from the Legends match in there as well, which is good. So a lot of the guys who played alongside the other players, it would just be great to see as many of those sort of support it. Our golf day, we've sent a lot out to the guys who support the golf day. The guys who can't now do the boxing, come along to next Friday if you can. And let's make it a bumper night.
Definitely. As I said, we'll put a link in the description, so directly to Ian's Twitter
Great.
account, so X account, so you don't have to fuck about with fun yourself. We'll put it all then. Right. Okay. Now let's. I was about to say talk about something more light, but actually it's not. It's West Ham. Either way. And as I said, it's a Newcastle game today, because we're not doing it like on Friday. We're recording it on a Sunday. So you're in the office, but how are you there?
Sunday morning. Yeah.
Green screen. Yeah. And so, as I said, what we try and do is you try and select the starting 11. Now, you jokingly said to me,
"Oh yeah,"
that you put Bowen at left back, but
yeah, I mean, where do you start? I mean, the last Everton starting 11 was pretty much probably where you thought it would be. Arsenal probably much where you thought it would be, and then all of a sudden, Brentford and Leeds.
Do you know what was interesting on his press conference? He was asked about that and asked about like the sort of the selections for the last two games, and he basically made it out that the way I took it was he was trying to find something that would work, but for the Everton and the Arsenal, the previous sort of games, that was sort of very much he did what you would expect and sort of the standard 4-2, what the sort of the used to, and this was him trying to experiment so it's slightly worrying because I thought we played good against Everton and played all, so we'll have to wait and see.
It's a strange couple of fixtures to do it as well, because we really needed something out of those fixtures. And, if at the end of the season, Leeds are the ones that we have to catch, and Brentford, they look streets above us at the moment. But if they're one of the two teams we have to catch, and we've kind of give them a little bit of a free hit, I mean, I kind of understood the side of it at Brentford, where maybe they'd trained with him all week because some guys were on international duty.
Yeah.
Then when the team selection come out at Leeds, you thought, okay, maybe Ollie's playing left of a free. You can understand that maybe. But then when he starts right back again, after he's taken him off after 45 minutes Monday, it's just sort of scratch your head time, really. But
it was interesting though, because that Leeds game, because obviously I was doing the under-21, so I had Kenny and Anton and those were all there, and we were looking at the team sheet and we were like, huh? Again? Again, put Ollie there again, obviously because that's the first time you look at the team sheet from the academies. But it's a bit weird. You just thought, I just assumed, with Mark and Potsy and stuff in his ear, I just don't get it. I just don't understand it.
No, but I mean, look, we're looking for any positive really at the moment. There were positives in the second half, I thought, when he brought, when Callum Wilson was on the pitch. We've got actually a target man, a proper striker up there. Whether you love him or hate him, he is by far our best striker. So it gave us that. There was a period of that time of the game in the second half. All right, Leeds were 2-0 up and comfortable, but you probably thought, if we get a goal now, I do think we could get something from the game. And then it kind of, we made some substitutions again. It went a little flat and then we scored, but it's too little too late. So, you're hoping Sunday. It's a tough ask. They're a really good side, but they are beatable. And it's just, I sit with TC quite a lot. Obviously, he sits in front of me in a lot of the games. And as he says, just play your best players in your best position. It's got to be the first.
Ian was in a right frame. Where's he gone? He'll be back. Ian,
Sorry,
he's back. It's all right.
No,
you're right. Though. You're right.
Phone call.
You're right though. In terms of playing,
on the noise. Let me see if it's.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Get rid of that. Hello.
Yes, got you.
No, you're totally right in terms of what you're saying about just play the player. In terms of what TC was saying, play the players in the best position. Although I thought coming out of the game, the Leeds game, one thing, and it's horrible to say, and again, it was something Kenny Brown said to me on Friday, which stuck in my head. He said, because obviously Ollie went off and he's had surgery, and Ian's gone again. He had surgery on his.
Honestly,
no worries, man.
Can they not leave me alone for 5 minutes?
You're a busy man. You're a busy man, so I appreciate you being here. But he said, obviously, Ollie getting injured, and obviously the shoulder injury, things like that. make a big difference. Obviously, then as you said, then Callum came on, Wilson, and we looked a better side. So sometimes when those, it's horrible, an injury happens. It's those sort of sliding doors moments. It might mean that Nuno starts Callum Wilson.
I can't hear you. I'll have to drop out and come back in again. 2 seconds.
No worries, don't worry. No problems. No worries. He'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back. Busy man. See, Ian's a busy man, you see. What we'll do is we're going to start, when he gets back, we'll start straight with the 11. We'll start straight with the 11 before everyone's on the phone to him all the time. He's a busy man. He's a busy man. There he is. He's a busy man. Hello. Earth to Ian. Ian calling.
Go on.
Are we okay?
Yes. Tell my wife to stop calling me, please.
Oh, at least you said it was your wife. That was good.
Yes. Yes.
Rather than the
True.
Yes, exactly. Right. Anyway, let's start. Let's start until she calls back because getting the shopping in on the way home, Ian, I'd imagine. So, right. Yeah. Okay. So in goal, I think Areola. I don't think he's going to change anything else. Is he?
No, I think he'll play Areola. It's not. It's probably not my personal choice, but yes, Areola.
Although what was quite interesting this week, obviously Finn Herrick's come back off loan from Boreham Wood, who has been playing really well for Boreham Wood. I think it's the end of Mads in January, and it's very much he's checking that he's getting some eyes on him. Billy's been a growing reference of him. He's a good keeper, Finn. He's a good keeper. So
yeah. I mean, it's a crazy situation with the keepers, isn't it? Really, to be honest, there'd probably calls for Fab to be back in goal, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, the youth keeper, it's a world apart, isn't it? Boreham Wood to the Premier League, but yes, he's going to go with Areola in goal. So.
Yeah. Is he going to go back 3 or back 4?
I think he will revert to back 4. I think he will. I think I'm hoping that he will play Wan-Bissaka at right back.
Yeah.
As I said, I mean, he could play Paqueta there for all we know. But
they say that. He was saying today, he was saying in the press conference on Friday, they asked him about Lucas Paqueta, and he goes, Lucas is a 10. And it's all about a 10 is not just a position, it's a mentality. We'll play him at fucking 10, not at a false 9, isn't it? It's quite simple.
Yeah. So I think I think Wan-Bissaka right back. I'm hoping Wan-Bissaka at right back.
Oh, me too. Me too. I just just don't fuck about, please. Just don't fuck about.
No.
And with that, obviously Diouf on the left as a left back.
Yeah.
I
think it's a real shame. It's a real shame for Ollie, isn't it? Because he's not been played in his natural position, and if you could have got him in that left back position, maybe got Diouf a bit further up the field, because he does look better getting up the field than he does arguably defending. But I think Diouf left back.
The only trouble is with Ollie, and again, it's something that I was talking with some of the guys on Friday a bit about. When Ollie was playing 21s, he was playing central midfield alongside Lewis, so he wasn't even playing left back. So and it's like we all just whack him into a left back position. But he probably hadn't played left back for about 18 months before before he came back. It's bizarre, isn't it? It's just really strange. Centre halves, the
all important question, isn't it?
Chaz
and Dave at centre half.
Dave, yeah. Me and
Morecambe
you
and Wise.
Yeah.
Or I think me and you would do a bit better sometimes in terms of they wouldn't certainly get past us if we were stood next to one another, but or certainly not as easy as Max Kilman. But I think he will stick with Kilman and Tobido.
Yeah.
There must be something seriously wrong with Igor. I don't know what he's ever done to him, but he's not had a look in, and so do you think? Is he going to try and go for that settled pack 2? They're not covering themselves in glory, but
well, he has to, really, doesn't he? I mean, there is obviously Mav. They reckon it's about. Well, he said at the press conference about 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
Who's probably been our best defender from a defensive perspective.
That in
this season,
itself
which is
speaks
so-
volumes, doesn't it?
Exactly. He
Yeah.
brought up. I know he brought up 𝗪𝗟𝗓 into the. He was in the first team training this week.
Yeah.
I think that was more cover because
Mm.
he's he's left sided, decent centre half. Igor, no, just
He's not having him, is he? He's not
Nah,
having him.
not
I mean, I
having
went to the 21s on Tuesday at Swindon,
him.
and I'm sure he could have played him there. He could have played him there. You could have, but
Igor, because Igor could have played because Souček played, didn't he? When he was suspended, he played one of the 21
but he's
games.
not even getting game time there, so it's a real strange one, isn't it? So whether he's just not having him, not his player, but that's how I think will
I think that's
line up across the back.
Yeah, right. Okay. We'll go for a 4-2-3-1 because that just seems to be in our DNA, but for some reason it just okay. What about the two? So the two, behind sort of the
I
front
think it'll be Fernandes.
Yeah.
I'd like us to play Potts, but I don't think it will be. I think it will probably be Souček again. I don't know what you're thinking there, but I'd like it to be Potts, but I don't think it will be.
No, I mean to be honest, I would love to see a Mayasa Potts double pivot. Just because why not? We've had every other fucking combination, but actually, if we're shipping in goals, let's try and not concede. And don't forget, we're playing against a fucking 6 foot, a bigger FG. In 𝗪𝗟𝗧𝗧, who's gonna have a fucking field day against Kilman.
Yeah. But I suppose what you're saying with the Potts, Mayasa, Fernandes, at least it gives us some athleticism. It gives us some legs. Whereas, I love Thomas Souček. I honestly do. But what he was doing was scoring goals, and he had a really good chance, didn't he, Friday night, and sort of. Fluffed his lines a little bit. So that's what I think he'll go with. And probably where he's thinking as well is he wants an old head in there in terms of I wouldn't personally do it. I'd like to see Freddie get put in there because every time he come against Everton, I think he changed the game. He come against Leeds, he changed the game. He played in pre-season in America. He looked very good. And then Potter reverted to source straight away. Rodriguez, I think, first game of the season when he hadn't hardly had a kick in pre-season. So there's some real strange decisions since the summer, really, in terms of team selection. So you say you've not got one of these right yet?
I've got one right, which is the Everton game. I think the Everton game this season, 100%. Usually get 9 or 10, but I think the Leeds game I got 4 out of 11 or something ridiculous like that. But there's also, despite, obviously they do say, Nuno was saying in his press conference about, obviously we've got the sit-in protest on Sunday, and he was saying, well, people are allowed to their opinions, and I want to win the fans better. With that in mind, I think you're probably right in having that experienced head in there, because we know
turn
that
toxic very quickly.
I called it a tinderbox, and literally it is at the moment. And one early goal for Newcastle, and it is going to,
The real concern for me is Burnley at home. Is it going to be Burnley at home part 2?
Yeah.
So it's
well, the real concern is with the sit-in protests. If we lose 4-5-0, fucking got to sit there another 40 minutes, haven't you?
True.
It's wait and see. But I think you're probably right with Souček and Fernandes. Although I don't like it, I think you're probably right.
No.
Right. Okay. So I think the rest of the 4 probably picks itself, really. So if you're looking at that 3 behind hopefully a striker. I'm just putting words in your mouth, but Bowen on the right.
We'll take him out of left back, and we'll stick him over on the right.
That's very revolutionary of you, Ian. Jimmy on the left.
Hopefully, fit, because we really need him right now, don't we? It's we just want to see a little bit more. That's that. He's got the pace, but if he can just give a little bit more, just maybe add some goals, it would be.
It's that combo just seems to be ready. I don't know why it's not clicking in the same way that
Yeah.
that this one did. This one was like this. They know each other now, but
Yeah.
it
I
just
think it's we're
seems.
so frail and at the back.
Yeah.
It is like confidence is shot, isn't it? And you know, it's a story for another day. But you know, singing to the players Friday night, "You're not fit to wear the shirt."
Mm.
They needed
The
some
away,
help
and
in
the
the
away
summer,
fans
and
as well, and the
yeah,
away fans doing it rather than the home fans. The away fans, because obviously,
yeah. You know, I look. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but this team really needs some help. You know, like
yeah,
in terms of teams you've seen over the years, and you can sit there and you can go, they're not good enough. It's not their fault they're getting played if they're not good enough because we haven't reinforced the team or whoever hasn't reinforced the team sufficiently. You know, so it's like it's 6, but tough one singing that, isn't it? You know, I don't like that at all. Really,
no, it's not.
but everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Exactly. No, I understand. Yeah, you're totally right. And I think it's one of those things where it comes to a point where you're totally right. And I think actually, in a way, I think the way the sit-in protest makes sense in terms of support the team at full time.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
people are,
Yeah.
so they and it just actually
Yeah.
it's one of those weird things where it might galvanize the fan, in terms of as I've
Yeah.
always said, whoever's even the Brentford game, people Bubbles is still sung with gusto. Everyone's still up for it, and then it's the team's job to then feed it. And I said, if I go to a comedy club, and I always say this, I ain't going to laugh hysterically if the comedian's crap because I'm at a comedy club. Just I'm at a football match doesn't mean I'm going to just chant for 90 minutes unless there's something to feed back for. And and to be honest,
they've all got to do a little bit more as well.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong; they've all got to look
definitely.
at themselves and they've got to do a lot more. But the ones that they've got, especially our bigger players, they've got to, like you say, give the fans something positive to feed off. The fans will support them and follow them. They always have done. But it's also a little bit of that team did need some help in the summer, and I don't think it got what it needed.
No, not at all. And it doesn't take a lot for us lot to get behind the team. We want to get behind the team. The fans do. It's just they're not having anything back. Right. Okay. Paqueta in the 10.
Paqueta in the 10 before he leaves.
It's all right. He won't leave till the summer. And Wilson up front.
For me, yes. I'm hoping that he's realised that now, and I think Nuno also now needs the fans back on side. Fans want to see a striker play on Sunday. Problem is, I do think he looks better coming off the bench, Wilson. I think he started one game this season, which, correct me if I'm wrong, was Spurs. Did he start the Spurs game?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, the minutes against Leeds were his first minutes under Nuno.
So I think he started the game against Spurs, and it didn't go well for him. We were okay first half, and then folded like a deck of cards in the second half. But if you like, he's looked a lot better. Remember, that's fitness, but yes, I think we have to start Callum Wilson on Sunday.
Yeah, I think so too.
Or today. Is that today?
Very good. Yeah. You're learning. He's learning. Yeah, very good. Very good. Right, there we go. Ian, pleasure as always,
my
man.
Is Billy Bonds, Trevor Brooking, Julian Dix, Frank McAvenny, Tony Cottee, and Jeff Pike. And everyone needs a Stevie Lomas in the team.
Everyone needs a Stevie Lomas. And that's how. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that bench coming off the bench.
Stop. I think we'd take one of them in our starting 11.
I just think, and I mean, thinking about it now, I mean, you talk about Freddie Potts, and he's the only one who's just gets, obviously being a fan as well. And I think it's important to have at least a couple of those in the squad. And we haven't. Haven't had them recently since Nobes left really properly. I mean, Deck kind of, but wasn't. Yeah, kind of. But kind of wasn't. Kind of was. Depends what day of the week it was. But no, I just think, and with Freddie there, and although I like looking at the bench. I like seeing Potsy and Mark Robson on the bench. There's something about that. Just
no, it's always been like, even when Kev Nolan was there, and he'd come screaming out to the fourth official or give the referee, but he was a leader, wasn't he? He played for us. He gets it. He understands what the fans want. Like Slav, I think when Slav managed us, he understood what the fans want. He's got Julian behind him who certainly understands what the fans want, and that's what you want to get across to, you know, even like Graham Potter. There was never that connection there with his staff, and lovely guy, but it just didn't work, did it? But and even Lopetegui, if they'd have just left that West Ham connection there, that might have been Nolan, or it might have been someone new, a fresh face like a James Collins or someone like that to be in and around that environment, letting the players understand this is what it's all about. This is, you know,
great shout.
This is what they want. They don't demand a lot. But what they do demand is that you come off and you've left it out there. And if you've been undone by quality, they'll go with you. But if you've been undone by a lack of effort, you're going to get it. And that's I think fair enough, really, to be honest. So
that's a great shout about the whole Lopetegui thing as well, particularly with Lopetegui, because he's one of those guys you could. I mean, we used to take the piss, and like during the press conferences, we'd have the focus monitor and the for sure monitor and the for sure counter, and it was like 20 focuses and for sure, for sure. I listened to Nuno, and you know what? I listened to him on Friday at the press conference, and I just think he's such a nice. He just comes across as a really switched on, genuine guy. There's passion there. You can tell, and I just think if it clicks, I genuinely think things could work really well with us with Nuno, but it just needs to click, and it's just so frustrating. I can sense his frustration in the press conferences. So I think we're trying things.
Yeah, we're just in such an awful position. That's the thing, is that we started so poorly. You know, we've lost. I mean, the home form is two wins in 8 months. It combusts with everything else what's going on, doesn't it? Because of the frustrations with whatever, you know, if you don't like the stadium, if you don't like it's when you're down there and it's all going wrong and everything's a darker place, isn't it? Whereas when you are winning, the world is a better place, isn't it? So it's like, but look, let's hope for everyone's sake we can turn it around, because I don't think none of us want to be in the Championship next season. So
no, we don't, and the taxpayer doesn't want to either, Ian, because that's £2 million off of the taxpayer.
Right, okay,
apparently so.
Right,
so there we go. So everyone should be supporting West Ham to stay up, because we only pay £2 million in rent rather than £4 million. There we go. Anyway, Ian, thank you so much. Get down to Asda and get the weekend shopping before the missus calls again. And I'll put the link in this. Wait, la-di-da. No, we're a Cardo. We're a Cardo. So that's
right, yeah. Okay,
that's actually getting on church. Anyway, as you said, if you are around on Friday the 7th, next Friday, there's a link in the description for Ian to his Twitter feed. So get in contact and get along to that. And till next time, for myself and Ian, let's hope for a victory today.
Yeah, thank you, Russ. I just want to thank you on behalf of the charity, on behalf of myself, for giving us the platform to help push and promote. And to anyone who does support, is supporting, even if you can't support, but you follow the charity and you follow the work they do. Thank you, because they can't carry on as a charity. No. We can't host events without the fans. So thank you all very much for that.
There we go. And as I said,
let's have a great positive result today, Sunday against Newcastle. And I'll better get there soon, because obviously
definitely not. It's Halloween. It's definitely not Halloween. Anyway, see you soon.
Cheers,
Take care.
Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.